welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your twice weekly dose of sanity in an insane world. We got a few things we want to talk about here today because got some issues coming around here, maybe a little bit of rumors of RFK dropping out, maybe supporting Trump. We're going to take a little bit of a look into that. That may be something, may not. I don't know yet. However, tonight we are roasting the first fucking day of the Democratic National Committee because I sat through the entire thing. So did one of our guests here tonight. You must feel the pain too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
This is a day in the life of having a female president. I wake up as early as possible, and in honor of our new president, I strap on my coconut bra. Then I go out to my garage, put a piece of glass on the ceiling, and smash it with a hammer, just to remind myself how great things are. I text my nieces and tell them not to worry, that a bunch of creepy Republican men aren't keeping a chart of their menstrual cycle. Our Pikachus are protected again. I volunteer as a crossing guard at the local middle school, not only to ensure students can safely cross the street, but also to keep an eye out for Matt Gaetz. I then go to my book club where we're reading every book banned by Florida. Next, I have a little dance party to my new favorite song, the J.D. Vance I'm a Never Trump Guy. Because I no longer have to worry about my rights being taken away, I decide to take Doug on a quick trip to outer space so he can go for a walk on the moon. And don't worry, we get there safely because Elon Musk didn't make our spaceship. At the end of the day, I pop my favorite edible and close my eyes knowing Trump is a distant memory who now lives in a prison full-throating all his new boyfriends. And I sleep like a fucking baby. And that's a day in the life of having a female president.
God damn it, Maddie, I blame you for this shit.
Yep.
You ain't even gonna die.
Jeez, what did I do?
I don't know. I just felt like blaming you, brother. What's up? How you doing tonight?
I'm good, brother. I hot and worn out from working on this damn Ford, but I suppose that comes with the territory, right?
Yep.
Yes, it would, yeah. And of course, we got Glenn Croy back with us for a second time. How you doing, Glenn?
Good, man. Tired. Long day of work. Unlike that commie bitch.
Look, I'm going to be honest. From the age difference of Chelsea Handler from us and the age difference of Chelsea Handler to you, brother, I'm actually going to have to say that's your fault. But no, she's
maybe.
She's like late 50s or so, you know?
Yeah.
So nobody.
Not quite 50 yet.
how crazy do you have to be? She's not a bad looking woman. Let's just be honest. She's not a bad looking woman. How crazy do you have to be that every man on the planet says no?
Yeah, did
Right.
you hear how she was talking about 50 Cent?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. She's just insane.
And live on TV. I'm like, ugh.
All right. I'm just going to say this, though. Let's go ahead and break off into this. Did anybody have any kind of rumors about RFK backing Trump?
I heard about the phone call to RFK. I haven't heard anything about him backing Trump or anything like that. But I heard about the phone call directly after the assassination attempt.
Well, here's the thing. Now, it's not taken out of context. Oh, wait, I got to bring it to that one. No. God damn it. Where's the layout? Hold on. We got to go back to what it was. The screen layout. There we go. We'll do that one. Nope. Okay, there we go. Sorry, we mess with the layouts all the time because the ladies use ours for pretty antisocial. So they come in here deleting all the layouts and everything, and we still have yet to separate. But yeah. But I wanted to show you this here. RFK Jr.'s running mate, Nicole Shanahan. Ow. Sorry, hold on, that hurt.
Yeah, you're good, brother. Take your time.
I got a broken rib. My bad. RFK Jr.'s running mate, Nicole Shanahan, says the Kennedy campaign is considering dropping out of the race and endorsing Trump. The comment came during a podcast appearance on Tim Bilyeu. I'm sorry, I don't know that name. Tom Bilyeu Impact Theory.
Bilyeu.
Shanahan said there are currently two options: staying in and forming that new party, but we run the risk of Kamala Harris and Walt's presidency because we draw votes from Trump. Full stop before we get into this. I did kind of track this down. Now, this is a long conversation between them and everything to come to this point. But she's like, there needs to be a difference. I want to be that difference because the Democratic Party that is now is nothing like we were back then. You know, we want to go back to that kind of thing, but we still kind of want to at least push forward, but not so hard. That was the whole point of what she was saying. Okay. But she said, okay, staying in and forming that new party, we can do that. It's possible. However, we run the risk of actually pulling too many votes from Trump and we get a Kamala Harris win. Or we walk away and join forces with Donald Trump. Full fucking context to this whole thing, because this was a good 10, 15, 20 minutes just to get to this point right here.
My gut tells me right now is that we just have to keep being honest. I got to just keep being honest. I got to keep focusing on what matters the most outside of party lines. I need to focus on a vision that goes beyond November. And if that means that we stay in, and there's benefits to staying in. If we get over 5% of the vote, we actually establish ourselves as a party. 71% of Americans want a strong third party with a real shot at winning. There's even public funds available if we get over 5% of the vote. So we could get, I think it's $13.5 million in public funds to keep the party going. And that's, that's worth something. That means that we can position for a real third party election in 2028 where we don't have to go around and spend tens of millions of dollars on ballot access. which means that we can spend all of that time and money campaigning. So, you know, there's two options that we're looking at, and one is staying in, forming that new party, but we run the risk of a Kamala Harris and Waltz presidency because we draw votes from Trump, or we draw somehow more votes from Trump, or we walk away right now and join forces with Donald Trump, and you know, we walk away from that and we explain to our base why we're making this decision. Not easy.
Clearly.
Yeah, not an easy decision.
Now,
My gut.
She is correct. I mean, honestly, that was the whole context of the situation. I did listen to that. Like I said, it was like a 20, 30-minute conversation. She's just like, look, we can actually do this. If we get 5% of the vote, you have your third party. But if we don't, we run the risk of Kamala Harris winning.
Yeah,
so
I
what do
mean,
we do?
yeah.
Do we establish that third party now, or do we back down and wait? Because, I mean, let's be honest, the Libertarian Party, what did you give us? Chase Oliver?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? You had half the Libertarian Party saying, go fuck yourself. She's got a fucking point. Now, here's the thing. Could it be one of those scare tactic, get some eyes on your point of view kind of thing? You got the crazy ass left staring right there in your fucking face. But RFK, I don't know. I mean, you have to admit the government took out at least 2 of his family members.
Right.
Would I want him as president? Fuck no.
Right.
But he would be better than Kamala Harris.
Yeah. And you know, you could just put
We would
put him in
also
the
find
the
out-
cabinet.
We would also find out who really fucking did take out JFK then.
Yeah.
I mean, all
Absolutely.
roads point to the CIA with the whole damn storyline, but we ain't got definitive fucking proof. But yeah,
Right.
I mean, what do y'all think about that, though, as far as how that plays out? Did anybody see
I
this kind of
think-
thing coming?
Yeah, sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. I honestly, I think that Kamala Harris, I wouldn't be surprised if she does a little shout out to RFK and is like, yo, don't forget about your uncle. Y'all better endorse me when you drop out. You know what I mean? And like puts on some pressure. Cause I mean, did you hear the other day he's talking about joy and strength? Well, guess who else talks about joy and strength? You know what I mean? So like,
Oh,
you
wasn't
got,
I'm sorry, wasn't that the bad guys from WW2 there?
oh yeah, that's right.
Huh.
That's right. Yeah, the
Mhm.
Mein Kampfers. You know what I mean? The pretty much the definition of fascism. It's really funny because it really isn't at all the Democratic Party. Now it's like, you know, the Socialist Fascist Party. You know, and at least Donald Trump says that he believes in God and he believes in Jesus. So I would say, even at face value, even if you don't think that the guy's maybe got the best, you know, vocal interactions or isn't the most socially capable because of the fact that he's a little polarizing and whatever, or very polarizing, right? There's no need to sugarcoat it. Some of the stuff he says pisses people off. You know, get over it. The guy's not perfect, right? But at least he's not Adolf Hitler 2.0, right? Yeah, there's hope with him at least.
Right. All right. Okay. Glenn, how about you?
I say, I don't know if you would draw so many votes away from Trump as from Kamala. I mean, but possibly. And if he does unify with Trump, then that would be a lot better. And then you could put him in like charge of that fucking office that one dude that dresses like a chick fucking is
Well-
running right now, the health department or whatever, and get him running the fucking vaccine programs.
What is
Fuck
that?
it.
Rachel?
Throw him in the cabinet.
Rachel?
Yeah, whatever that dude's name is.
Not Rachel
fucking-
Dolezal. What the fuck is that? I forget.
The one
girl's
that thinks he's a fucking general now or something. Fucking dresses like a
name.
chick.
Admiral. It's an
Fucking
admiral. Yeah. But
yeah, the rear admiral.
Near the poop deck.
Yeah. Give him her job. Fucking, I say it's not a bad deal. Like you said, I wouldn't want RFK as a president, but I could see him running like the vaccines and fucking health the health part of it is, he's done his research. He knows what's up. Let him start looking into all these pharmaceutical companies. He wants to.
Yep.
Does
You know what I
anybody
mean?
know why they actually started going after RFK in the first place?
Because he went against vaccine mandates.
It wasn't that.
With
It was before then.
Like with
Wasn't it
normal
'cause he
vaccines.
wanted to
so.
like expose what the CIA
Autism.
did to his uncle?
No, because this is fucking track this shit, okay? He went on Joe Rogan and he was just like, hey, this thing that is YouTube friendly for you guys, just to let you know we're still there. This thing that is coming up here, it seems to be targeting by race. And the black community and the Asian community are the most affected by COVID. Guess what statistically holds true? Now, the whole thing was, he said, they tried to lead it off as if he said it was engineered to go after the black and our Asian community. No, that's not what he said. He just said, look, there is something about this that it is targeting genetically to go after somebody who is of African an African descent or of Asian descent. That's all he was saying. And they fucking just slammed the man for it. And he was right. The data does show that. The most people that died in this country and in other worlds, or other countries as well, adding them together, was black people and Asians. They were affected the most. And raising that point to somebody, just being like, I poured through the data that deeply, and just be like, oh, he's racist because of this. He's an anti-vax because of this. Like, seriously, what? The dude went down the rabbit hole and he found some shit, and then they just... What was that? Jesus Christ, in the 90s. Who was that ice skater? Tanya Harding. Just fucking Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan's fucking kneecaps right there.
Right.
I mean, that was dirty. They did.
They've always treated him dirty, though. Like, constantly, it seems
he's
like.
He's a fucking Kennedy. The goddamn government took out his family twice.
Right.
Do you want him to be the person that's going to say, motherfucker, you killed my family, I own you?
And the golden child of the Democratic Party beforehand. You know what I mean? So.
Because
and then
he
all
played
of a sudden,
ball.
Exactly.
Just
and then he had the name,
Just
his
like
uncle was
Tulsi
his uncle was the greatest Democratic president fucking ever, and then, you got him, and then as soon as he fucking speaks out against the establishment, then boom, he's persona non gratis,
Right.
fucking, and that's how they treat everybody, it's black people, Asian people, they're all for you until fucking you're not going to help them or give them what they want, and then all of a sudden, fuck you.
Here's the
That's how
thing,
it goes,
Here's the thing, though. You really want to get something. You want to start a third party. Okay, fine. Well, fuck the Libertarian Party. Where's the middle ground?
Right.
Because we see what happens when you turn... I mean, we're literally just turning the sandwich around. The same shit sandwich. We're just turning it around and taking bites from different sides. Where's the second fucking choice in this? Where is the middle ground to be like, okay, we can give a little bit to this because we understand it, but you got a point over here about this point as well. Where's that? We don't have that in government. It's literally vote R to stay elected, vote D to stay elected, or you're too powerful to be kicked out of office. That's it. And then the social media congressman, Lyndon walked the fuck away. He's like, all right, cool. You're on
Lol.
a rant. I'm gone. He's
I'm
getting
making
something to drink.
chicken wings, dude.
Oh,
I have to cook
this
tonight, so
motherfucker's cook. Ow, God.
I'll be right back. I'm listening. I'm here. I'm just
Oh no. You're good. You just cooking while doing the show. That's fucking great.
right.
Yeah,
I
brother.
mean, we're all human. We all got 9 to 5s. We all doing something. Fuck.
I'm over here in
Right.
this corner selling watches.
But I will understand this. I do want to give this up, and I'll read this to Glenn while he's over there cooking as well. This was not too long ago. The NRDC Action Fund sent this letter over to RFK. It says, "We have spent our careers fighting to protect the planet and its people. As current and former leadership and board members of the NRDC Action Fund, as well as former colleagues of RFK, we have one message for him. Honor our planet, drop out." And nothing more than a vanity candidacy, RFK Jr. has chosen to play the role of election spoiler to the benefit of Donald Trump, the single worst environmental president our country has ever had. For years, RFK Jr. has been spinning anti-vaccination conspiracy theories, denying science, and putting lives at risk. Sadly, his dangerous candidacy is only about spreading misinformation and growing his brand. He can't win. Trump's embrace. Trump himself rejoiced that RFK Jr.'s candidacy is great for MAGA, adding, "I love that he is running." One of Trump's donors is the single biggest donor to RFK Jr.'s super PAC at $20 million. Hold on. Okay, so somebody who gave max amount to RFK actually gave to Trump too, and you're just like, there's a connection. This is how we're framing
Right.
this. This is how it plays out. This was the conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen. Climate denial. RFK Jr.'s website claims that climate change is being used to control us through fear, which matches Donald Trump's rhetoric. Both Trump and RFK Jr. opposed the historic climate law that activists fought for and won. Yes, you dumb fucking morons. All it
Exactly.
did was
Sometimes the
give
majority
them-
is stupid.
all it did was give them the ability to launder fucking money. Because what are you doing with all that money as far as climate change is concerned? They're barely struggling to even get up funding to fucking clean up the seas, but you're giving hundreds of millions of billions of dollars behind that shit. Where is that money going?
In the pockets, Democrat pockets. It's all money laundering.
It's probably going to pay all these stupid ass protesters.
Dude,
The
throughout this-
LGBTQ for Palestine.
I mean, that could be a thing too. That could be where the
Yeah.
dark money's coming from for that shit. But, I mean, literally, if you track it all the way back from the whole climate change argument, where it was actually literally like global warming, and then it turned into global cooling because it got too cold during the winters, and now it's climate change because it's fluctuating so much.
Summer
give
and
us-
winter.
Give us, yeah, give us fucking money. Hundreds of billions of dollars wasted. What did we do with it? Hey, what's that shit coming out of Antarctica right now with the radio waves?
Right. Yeah, working on weather
I mean,
Yeah.
we had that.
Not for the
little
good of the
segment.
planet either.
No,
Like,
isn't it Bovid Island? Isn't that what it is? I believe Bovid Island.
I don't know the name of it, but yeah, we were tracking that. Me and David, that was one of the first real big things that we actually started to follow along with. Is they were showing waves of like 80 feet in NOAA data, and they're just
Yeah.
like, no, it wasn't like this. And then they figured out only radio waves could send that, and it was at a certain frequency that got more defined and targeted. And it was warming up the fucking ocean and around that area because it's exciting water molecules.
Right?
Yeah. Have you seen the
That's
black
fucking
blob?
HARP. The black what?
The black blob.
No.
There's a blob that it's like it is, you know, like, so there's Bovid Island, and then there's these like waves, these radio waves looking like things coming off of Bovid Island under the water, and then there's this black, like on a radar, it just shows up like a big black blob that moves out from Bovid Island, and it's all coming from that, and it's, I mean, I could only guess what it's got to be, something like a chemical, because I mean, obviously it moves like that. Like, you know how, like, if you've seen oil and water, it's like it moves like that away from Bovid Island, but just up that channel of water body between Bovid Island and, you know, I don't even know what ocean body that is, but it's like from
I've
the
never
island
heard anything
straight
about
out,
this.
dude. It's so trippy.
I'm
And
gonna have to check that out.
yeah, dude, it's called like the black blob from Bovid Island, and it will bring you right to all the quote unquote conspiracies. But remember, like Tucker said, conspiracy is just a term the CIA coined to, you know, gaslight Americans and prevent them from asking questions, because then everybody around them is like, oh, he's a conspiracy theorist, don't believe that guy. And like,
Right.
you know,
Absolutely.
Well, here's another thing that really gets me about this RFK situation. Let me bring it back to this. This is what's circulating as of right now.
With former President Donald Trump solidified as the
I just want to say after this, I want to show y'all what this dude reminds me of.
Republican presidential candidate, and now Kamala Harris stepping into the Democrat nomination. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has fallen into the sidelines a bit. Instead of campaigning, RFK Jr. canceled some of his campaign events, discussed dropping out of the race. Some claimed he was going to back Donald Trump. Turned out not to be real, by the way. Yeah, it's not real. His running mate, Nicole Shanahan, had donations instead of raising his own fundraiser money, and why he remains stagnant in the polls. But one would assume right now would be a great time for a third-party challenger to gain some momentum with all the disorganization. And Kennedy has the ability to say, look, Democrats, you blew it. You should have let me challenge Joe Biden, then you wouldn't be here. Yeah, but the whole thing about him supporting Donald Trump, fake news. You'll see it floating around.
Just because you say it's fake. Like, you just bloviated for a whole fucking minute about bullshit.
right. Oh, fake ass John Madden.
No.
He was
We'll do
all
this.
Donald Trump's down on the 50-yard line.
Come on, God. Let's bring that back. God, that was so fucking. But yeah, that dude reminds me of that. Like, look, I want to bring it back to that just so you guys understand. Like, we had a little bit of laugh, but this is all I was hearing when this was playing.
Republican presidential candidate, and now Kamala Harris stepping into the Democrat nomination. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has fallen into the
Why
sidelines.
is his
a bit. Instead of
eyes like
campaigning,
that?
RFK Jr.
Oh,
canceled some of
wait. I got to put it on.
Yeah, you're
screen,
not showing
I
it.
guess. God damn it. Number one, why is his eyes like that? They're like, they look like the dude from Goonies. What's his name?
Sloth.
The sloth, yeah. They're like, they look like that. Look.
Republican presidential candidate, and now Kamala Harris stepping into the Democrat nomination. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has fallen into the sidelines a bit. Instead of campaigning, RFK Jr. canceled some of his campaign events, discussed dropping out of the race.
Baby Ruth.
Some claimed he was going to back Donald Trump. Turned out not to be real,
Now look,
by the way.
30 seconds of
Yeah.
bullshit.
It's not real.
Turned out not to be real, by the way.
His running mate, Nicole Shanahan, had donations instead of raising his own fundraiser money, and why he remains stagnant in the polls. But One would assume right now would be a great time for a third-party challenger to gain some momentum with all the disorganization. And Kennedy has the ability to say, look, Democrats, you blew it. You should have let me challenge Joe Biden, then you wouldn't be here. Yeah, but the whole thing about him supporting Donald Trump, fake news. You'll see it floating around.
This is your fake news.
Dude, you said absolutely nothing other than, yeah, Nicole Shanahan backs him, and yeah, they've spat before about things. It's all fake news. Like, yeah, that's what's going around right now with it.
As soon as they tell me something's fake, that's when I tend to believe it.
Right. Right. Well, there is this. You got Marjorie Taylor of Ron Filipkowski or whoever the fuck. Steve Bannon has big plans for RFK Jr., and none of those plans are going to come to fruition except for endorsing Trump when he drops out. Got a little, it's a screenshot. It's not a quote. It's a screenshot. How are Democrat voters okay with this? From Marjorie Taylor Greene, supposedly. How are Democrat voters okay with this? Your own party is telling you that you have no choice and that they refuse to even give you a choice. They should go ahead and call themselves the Democrat Communist Party. Notice there's no date on this as far as the picture goes. You only have this dude 8 hours ago. Well, she could have deleted it if that's a thing, but Marjorie Taylor Greene is not known for doing that. This is 7 hours ago, August 19th, August 19th, August 19th, August 18th, August 18th.
Well, these Democrats have been busted faking tweets anyway. Back before Elon bought Twitter, they were like doing fake tweets and fucking, writing them up and fucking, like, I don't know how they're making them, but they're fake.
I mean, it's literally the same thing they did for the January 6th committee. Photoshop the fuck out of it.
Photoshop the shit out of it, yeah.
I mean, they were putting on check mark. They were even being so fucking petty as putting check marks on people that did not have them.
Yep, I remember that.
But yeah, there's nothing here about this. So here's why I wanted to bring this up. Jen says, is their tweet even true? I Googled it and found no hits. I think at the present time, if it's RFK Jr., it is true. There will be no debate. However, if a serious challenger comes along, there may be. So I replied, with my own personal account, it's hilarious. She gave you a hint that this was fake, and just like that, you said, even if it is, I will believe it just because. This is pathetic as hell.
Right.
I can't, dude, I just can't deal with these people. You also got this dude, like, y'all know who that is. Not Gavin Newsom. The dude in front of him.
The other dude? No, I have no idea who that is.
Maddie?
You're up, Maddie. Ding, 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 ding,
Right.
ding, ding, ding.
Like just a second after I do the other.
Ding, 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 ding.
No, I've actually never seen that guy before.
Are
Like,
you
he
sure?
Looks like an alien. Like his head
Looks like an alien.
kind of like an alien. And Gavin Newsom kind of, it looks like a reptile man. Look at his eyes, just little black beady eyes and weird.
Yeah,
Well,
that guy's weird looking.
Well, that
Very
I expect.
weird. And
This
they're
dude-
dressed identically. Look at that.
Yeah.
That isn't
Yeah.
about
That dude right
great
there,
as a
that is David
NASCAR
Hogg.
race.
Oh, that's David Hogg. Okay.
David Hawk, like Hawk Tua.
No, Hogg.
No,
Like
Hogg.
is then the dude that rose to fame standing on the backs of his dead fucking classmates while he was saying I was there and it was so horrible. I felt like shit. Now we need to ban guns. This is the same motherfucker that
Yeah.
told you the government can't even protect your ass. Give up your guns.
That's crazy. They must have been having like national like Gavin Newsom Day or something like that. Because look at
And don't forget his My Pillow.
That's
Don't
crazy.
forget that.
Well, it bothers me because, dude, I was thinking about it, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is his smile? Why is his face like this?" And it was like,
Yeah.
hold up. Does anybody remember Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
that movie.
Fucking Simple Jack.
Yeah, that's Simple Jack for sure.
That's what you were looking at. Fucking Simple
Never
Jack.
go full
right there.
retard. Never go full retard.
And if you think that's just a one-off kind of situation, no, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus.
What a doofus. I'm sorry, just what a doofus. Bro needs to brush his teeth.
That's who you
Did
wanna
you hear
prop
about
up?
him making did you hear about him trying to make that My Pillow and take out Mike Lindell? It ended up being one of the worst pillows ever. Fucking, he had to stop making them.
And then Tim Pool's just like, I'm gonna make the R pillow, and it's just gonna be a burlap sack with styrofoam packing. And actually sold some.
Right.
This motherfucker sold like 30 or 40 of them. He was like, look, it was a fucking. He was like, look, it was a fucking joke, but like we got some orders for it, so apparently we got to get some burlap sacks and styrofoam because somebody made it live. I'm just like, dude, no, you know what you did, but good on you. That was fucking great. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up too because like I've always felt there was always something off with him. Like every time I've heard him speak, every time it's just like he's like clicking kind of situation, back and forth, trying to get into some kind of rhythm with it, you know. And once he finds that rhythm, he hits the spot. I think the dude's autistic as fuck.
Yeah, he's probably special needs.
Which makes me feel bad for fucking roasting him, but you ain't gonna sit there and tell me that the government can't protect me, so I need to give up my guns. What fucking sense does that make?
Right.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. My daughter seen him and she was like, "Why does his teeth look like toenails?" I mean, pretty much. Oh, I'm sorry, Rich.
That was fucking worth it. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. All right, so me and fucking Glenn. All right, we did go through the entire RNC shit. Okay?
Oh my god.
So we're gonna be speaking with a lot of experience, and Maddie is just here along the ride.
Yeah,
Welcome
I like
to hell,
titles.
Maddie. Welcome to hell, Maddie.
Hell is an old man screaming on a stage.
That's about what you see.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I didn't hear anybody say he pooped his pants. That's got to be worth something, right?
Right.
He was actually pretty coherent. A couple of flubs, but fucking.
I mean,
he was actually pretty coherent. They had him amped up. Fucking, you could tell. I mean, there was a couple in there, and then he was just going off about crazy shit. This crazy shit that he was saying during the debate. All the shit that's been debunked. Fucking repeating it over and over.
Right.
They're saying talking points. Bad. Trump is bad. Fucking. That was like 90% of that fucking thing was Trump is bad. That was like 90% of that.
I mean, it was like something like 147 times Trump was mentioned throughout the entire thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane.
Like, I heard that he tried to say, you know, Kamala Harris was with me the whole time, and like, you know, basically all of this shit show we've all seen is fully her participation as well. You know,
I mean, she's the vice president. There's no way you can say I'm the vice president. I didn't do shit for the last 3.5 fucking years. Make me president because I'm a woman that claims to be black with an Indian name. That you're racist if you actually say wrong. However, you're saying an Indian name wrong to make it sound black, which is racism.
Right.
Huh. It just, oh my God.
Who knew Kumar wasn't from Africa?
Right. But this was the first day ladies and gentlemen, this was from yesterday right here. Okay, this was outside as all the bloviating and circle jerking was going on inside. This was going on outside. This comes from Savannah Hernandez. Look, she is a feisty little fucking woman.
Love stab.
She's
She's
feisty
awesome.
as hell. She's like 4'7" and will rock your
Right.
shit if you test her. All right.
4'7", 100 pounds, soaking wet.
Look at it says formerly 3 times banned on Twitter. Like it's a tag now. She's proud of it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And a girl.
But yeah,
And
it
a
says
girl.
this woman is a fucking fire grease. She was the first one that actually, one of the first ones to bring up actual footage from the border. Her and Drew Hernandez, no relation.
Right.
But yeah, they were bringing up images from the border. Those two were the first two to actually bring shit out.
They were covering the protests in 2020 too. Yeah, they were out there fucking filming.
That's why Savannah Hernandez left as a producer from Blaze Media, because she was doing this shit now.
Yeah, that's good. Fuck Blaze Media.
But, yeah, she puts in, from Chicago, Piggy Piggy go back home, or we'll bring the war home. Huh.
Sounds like a threat to me.
Tensions are rising between police and pro-Palestinian protesters as they begin to flip off and chant for police to go home.
Right.
Yeah. Let me bring down the volume on this shit. Does anybody see with a problem with any of this right now? Just
Lots of problems.
Just in that 20 fucking seconds. You're going to sit there and tell me that January 6th was an insurrection. These motherfuckers had to bring in cops from all over the fucking state.
National Guard they brought in too.
Yep.
Funny how that is.
Yep. For this shit. While they're out there chanting. All the January 6th defendants were fucking doing.
Did you read that thing I put in Discord, Rich, about that guy that I'm working with?
If it's been since we've been talking, no, I haven't paid attention.
Oh no, I put it in like last week or something. But
I haven't checked.
He was like,
bring it back.
He was like, I heard that you were at January 6th. I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I was on the other side. I was like, oh yeah, I went in from the side of the Capitol side, and then I ended up on the other side. He's like, no, I was on the other side with the guns. I was like, oh, you were in National Guard? He's like, no, I was 82nd Airborne. He's like, we just happened to be fucking there, and they called us in. We had grenade launchers, M4s. I had a shotgun on my back. I had a pistol on my hip, and we were told fucking before we went out there, you are here to defend against fucking domestic and foreign. Fucking, he was there with orders to fucking kill us. Fucking the whole 82nd. He said that all the places he's gone in, fucking, they're there to fuck shit up. They're not there to negotiate. They're not there to de-escalate. They're there to fuck something up. He said he had a grenade launcher with high explosive grenades. Fucking, he said the National Guard was there too, but they sent him in with his group, and he said a few of them were conscientious objectors and said that they wouldn't go in there to go against us, and that they all got disciplined. But he said he went in and fucking. I was like, holy fuck, dude, you were gonna fucking blow me up, man. Fucking, I go, you know how many vets you would have killed if you would have fucking opened fire, And he's like, I know. He's like, fucking, and then he was there when Trump fucking killed fucking what's his name?
Gaddafi.
No, that Soleimani or whatever.
Oh, Soleimani, yeah. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Gaddafi.
He was
yeah, Soleimani.
Yeah. Yeah, he was there fucking when they killed Soleimani. He said that there was like rockets and shit going over him. And then he was also there during the Afghan fucking withdrawal. He said he was at the gate. He said the second day he was there was the day that people were falling off the airplanes and shit. And said he was at the gate, and those guys would bring up dead babies and fucking be like, I got a baby, I need to get through. And he'd look at the baby would be dead as shit. And then he said the Taliban was in there just opening up on people, fucking full mag dumps right into the crowd, keeping from getting into that airport. And he said when they left, fucking, I was like, yeah, I heard you guys left dogs and all kinds of shit there. He's like, dude, I had to throw my clothes out because there just wasn't enough room and there was too much weight. Fucking, he's like, I had to throw my clothes out. And he's like, you could walk around and you would just find like rocket launchers laying on the ground, fucking machine guns, fucking pistols, fucking just laying on the ground. You could just pick them up. And he's like, I went over and I shit in every fucking helicopter that I could and pissed in every helicopter. He said they threw a grenade in this warehouse that had like M4s and AK-47s and SKSs. And fucking, he said they threw grenades in there, but he went in and checked afterwards and fucking, he opened up a box and fucking all the weapons were still sitting there. Fucking, I was like, damn, dude. I was like, you were in fucking 3 major fucking historical events, dude. Soleimani, J6, and the fucking Afghan withdrawal.
Well, then I want to fucking talk to this dude.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I was all talking to him for hours at work.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm glad you didn't fucking grenade me, bro. Appreciate it.
See, here's the thing. I want y'all to remember, though. They had that going on at the DNC, right?
Right.
You remember when Biden took power on January 20th? The media refused to show these images. Most of them were banned from Twitter. Oh, hold on.
Yep.
By the way, those were the same motherfuckers that were sleeping in that garage.
I asked him about that too. He said, yeah, definitely. He was one of those guys sleeping in the garage, getting the shitty food. Fucking yeah. And he said after 5 days, fucking, they finally took away all their live ammunition and gave them fucking riot shields and batons, and was like, okay, now you don't have to kill nobody. Fucking, after 5 days, so like January 11th. Everybody left after January 6th. Like, we weren't still there. There was nobody still there. They put up all the walls and moved in the National Guard, and there was nobody there.
Well, I can understand holding people back just in case something actually really did kick the fuck off, like a storming kind of situation, then you regroup. But, yeah, I can understand that kind of situation, but...
They should have been there from the beginning, though.
I mean, yes, they 100% should have, but that is Nancy Pelosi and...
Absolutely.
What's her name? Muriel Bowser.
Bowser. Yeah.
Yeah, he offered 10,000. They said absolutely not because of the optics.
Right.
And then everybody's like, hold on, now you got an actual issue. And they're like, fine, 500, unarmed, unarmored. You cannot interact with the crew unless Christopher Miller gives you the ability to do so. And they were called in. Nancy Pelosi never even swore them in, even though she could swear them in the night before. Nancy Pelosi did not swear them in. They got the go-ahead after Christopher Sun had called 3 fucking times in 71 minutes. Then they got the go-ahead to swear the National Guard in. So you want to talk about why the National Guard wasn't there? That's on Pelosi.
Exactly.
Yeah, even she said that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then once she did call them in, she wanted fucking 50 cals on roofs. She wanted fucking fences up. Fucking, she wanted that entire area protected. You know,
walls don't work unless they're keeping us out from them.
Well, yeah, because she was hoping that we would fucking kill each other or kill fucking cops or Capitol Police or something, but that never happened. So then, you know, she was like, oh, well, this isn't going good. I'm going to have to, you know, call in the National Guard and get these people out of my building.
You know what? I will say this. The footage that was coming out with Nancy Pelosi on January 6th, that is the most coherent fucking footage I have ever seen her when she is talking.
Yeah. She was pretty sober that day, huh?
When she was, especially with her daughter was there
to
record a historic event. What the fuck was so historic about it? It's happened how many times in our fucking history? But your daughter was there to record it. For you to say, this is my moment. I've been waiting for this. I'm going to punch him in the face if he comes to the Capitol.
I remember I was watching footage with my lawyer. My lawyer was like, you know, you can't record this footage or, you know, talk about it. You know, this is like for court or whatever. So I was looking through footage of myself and then, you know, this other footage. And then like 3 days later, I see on HBO, Nancy Pelosi daughter fucking documentary on there. showing the exact same footage I was looking at with my lawyer. I was like, I thought I couldn't show this footage. You know, here she is showing it on HBO. And she was like, what? And she went and looked at it. She's like, oh, yeah, that's Nancy Pelosi's daughter. I was like, really?
Wow.
Fucking, yeah.
But yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is literally about that time. We're about to show you the fucked up footage that is going to come up from the inside. I'm going to play one in its entirety, and the rest we're going to use clips of, because fuck the rest. I want you to understand what the next rising star in the Democratic Party really is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to throw the link into the YouTube chat. We are going to rumble. You have 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the mainstream narrative has become cancerous to society. Currently, there is no known cure, but doses of other treatments have shown some promising results. Off-label use has been authorized.